Hello, it's me, Geogen, and we're back in Modern Tanks. So, the elephant in the room, that is artillery. What do I think of artillery? How should you play artillery? Don't buy it and get a real tank. That's it for today, folks. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the next one. Nah, I'm just joking. Let's have a look at an artillery replay by me in the SU-8, trying to play one of the most hated, but at the same time loved classes in the game. Let's take a look at a replay now. And here we are in the SU-8 on Mines. It is a tier 7 game, which is quite favourable matchmaking for such an artillery piece. Let's take a very brief look at its characteristics before the battle properly starts. So you have a 152mm gun with high explosive, 910 average damage with 88 penetration. You also get dirty heat shells which have 250 penetration and hit for 700. However, your reload is around 23 seconds, and that 900 damage is only if it penetrates, which it hardly ever does, and you'll be doing on average around 300 to 400 depending on what you're shooting at. If you're hitting a heavy tank, for instance, like an IS-2 in this match, or an IS, then you'll do around 300 damage, whereas if you hit an open top vehicle or a lightly armoured vehicle, you'll do close or, if not, full damage. So, let's speed up. So the normal thing for artillery to do on this map is to do what I'm doing and go drown themselves. I'm not gonna drown myself in this, don't you worry. I decided that I was gonna head to that bush, but this bush looks quite nice. Set up shop and get the stools and the chairs, and here we go. We're now aiming at this Chi-Ri and IS-2, who are doing a push of the center of the map, trying to control this hill area. So you have to aim for ages, and I'm waiting for these guys to pull back, but I may get bored. I fire and hit the IS-2 for 306. Like I was saying, I think that landed about here on top of the turret. If it didn't, it landed somewhere close by. So we fired one shot, and currently I am reloading and worrying about this section of the map here towards A5, because there's an ELC AMX, and I'm thinking, well, I'm dead. But it seems our Hellcat driver is doing okay. Now we switch back to targets and we wait for aim. Another artillery, just fired a big shot into that Chi-Ri, which has hardly any armor at all, and is a prime target for artillery because we love those penetrations, especially with high explosive. I mean, I could have just loaded the premium shells, but the gun at this level is quite inaccurate, whereas when you get to tier 10 artillery, well, they basically are like laser guided missiles. Especially batch at 155-58 artillery, which are the bane of my existence at tier 10. As they have a 4-shot autoloader. We fire a shot, and we don't do any damage. And then we scuttle forward a little bit to ensure we don't get hit by counter artillery fire, which may well be looking at us. Now we aim on the T-49 lightly armoured open top tank destroyer, and he's doing his job. He's keeping them back along with that Stoke, and we put an end to his shenanigans in a single shot. 360 hit points. Done. Taken. Finished. Now we keep moving again, to ensure we don't get hit by counter artillery fire. And we've now reloaded. And I'm back up into this bush. And I'm now aiming for these two tanks here, an IS and a T-34. Type T-34. He gets taken out by the comet. So we switch our attention to this IS, and we wait for him to come back, and back, and we fire. And our shell lands here instead of here. So that's one thing you have to deal with lower tier artilleries. But I have seen higher tier artillery do very well. I've kind of got bored at this point of playing artillery, so I decide, let's have a little adventure, shall we? We'll go to the eastern side of the map, and we'll head down we'll head down the 1 line until I find a nice bush and set up shop again. Who am I aiming at this time? Oh, it's a Panzer IV. Sorry, a Jagdpanzer IV. And we aim for 7 seconds. And we aim. And we aim some more. And we fire. And it lands there. Right next to the enemy. And he gets taken out. And now we're reloading again, and I pre-aim for this area because I know there will be artillery waiting. But then I get distracted by an IS, thinking, oh, damage. Oh no, the artillery have been spotted. Look at them running away. That's what I would be doing if I was in their situation. One of them shotguns our friend in the comment though, so well played to him. Meanwhile, the M12 on our team just drove up behind this guy and smashed him right in the back. Shotgun style. So now there's only artillery left, and what a blunder I have made there. I dive off a cliff and take off half my hit points, and kill my loader, knock out one of my track, well, damage my left track, and damage my radio. Let's speed up. You can tell my crewmen are not happy. The IS takes out the GW Panther, and then it's just a Hummel who goes down, and then the M12 shotguns the AMX 13 F3. And there was my rather poor replay on an artillery. Do I dare continue grinding up these horrendous trees to get myself a tier 9 artillery or a tier 10? If I was going to get a tier 9 artillery, I would go for the, what's that thing called? M53-55. That thing is lethal to everyone who sees it, along with all of the tier 10 artillery. So let's take a look at the post-game statistics. And here is the first of the post-game stats. So we won, of course. BA made 25,000 credits, 1,700 experience, which is quite surprising because I don't feel I did that much in that game. I mean, we do have a premium account to help us get some more credits. So we damaged 3 enemies, killed that poor T-67, and we tried attacking that Jagdpanzer IV, but we either missed or did very minimal splash damage. So, moving on to the team score, we came 5th, which is very surprising. That Comet had a good game, he got 4 kills, 1,870 damage. I'd rather be in that Comet than this, in that game. KV2 also did very well, 1,800 damage. And the enemy team played very well, especially that IS-2. He had 5 kills and 2,000 damage, so well played to you, Regine? I'm going to say Reguine. And then Vladimir on our team in the comment. Well played. So yeah, moving on to the detailed report. We fired 6 shots, 3 of which hit and 3 penetrated, apparently. Even though it says 900 maximum damage, or average damage, 88 penetration, and we only did between 306 and 360. We got a total damage of 994, and we... damage due to playing assistance. Apparently we did some assistance damage. Interesting. So we only spent a minimal amount on repairs because we survived, a minimal amount on ammunition, even though we fired 6 shots, so 5 grand on 6 shots, that's okay. And we also resupplied some consumables. I believe we had oil or some kind of premium consumable to make the vehicle accelerate faster. And there at the bottom you can see we got a total of 1706 experience. The last thing which slightly annoyed me was we completed SPG mission 1. Oh, amazing, we got 50,000 credits. Secondary conditions not fulfilled. Cause at least 1,000 hit points of damage. How much did we do again? Yeah, that's right, 994. 6 whole points of damage away from doing the secondary conditions of the first mission. So, that was the SU-8 artillery piece. I hope you enjoyed the video, and as always, I hope you're having a great day, and I'll see you folks in the next one.